What happens in day trading when you make big profits and end the session thinking you're done for the day? Then decide suddenly one more trade, and that one trade goes and wrecks your account. This is called overtrading, and it's one of the biggest problems with beginner day traders. And what you're about to see is an example of me actually doing exactly that. Going back in after I ended the trading session and placing one more trade. It's that just one more trade that can risk blowing your account. I do that in the video I'm about to show you, and I want to make it clear. I do not recommend trying what I'm about to show you. But in this case, overtrading is something I've worked on extensively with my mentor, Jared Tendler, the author of The Mental Game of Trading. And I'm also very aware of my inner psychology, my emotional state, and I'm noting these things as I'm trading. So I do not recommend what I'm about to show you. However, what you're about to see is an example of someone who used to struggle with overtrading and now is really beginning to break through. So this is that one more trade that often kills your account. But in this case, well, watch and see what happens. All right, so I decided to take a scalp off the stream. Right after I ended the stream, I saw that we made that double top and then I got short there, which is basically the same exact trade that I took in the beginning of the day. At the bottom, as you can see there, where that red circle is, this is the opposite trade, right? So I'm shorting at the top instead of buying at the bottom. And as you can see, I went for the ATR, which was 3 points. You can see in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, the ATR is 3.6. So I just rounded down to 3 and just waiting for this trade to get filled. So I entered right. I didn't get the best entry, right? And this is kind of something that can be frustrating because if you don't get the right entry, sometimes that's good and you should just pass on the trade. But sometimes if you don't get the perfect entry, it's okay too. So I figured it was okay because I was selling almost at the prior high of the day, right? And if you look to the far left here, you can see I've got a red circle around bar 1 of the day. It's a dotted line. Dotted line shows the open of the session, and the open of the session starts with bar 1. So bar 1, this is the 5-minute chart. So I'm essentially selling. You can see this short position. I got in right at the high, the prior high of the day, okay? And then bar 72, if you look really closely, you can see to the far right of your screen, bar 72 was a doji showing lack of follow through on the bulls, right? Now this was after we cracked the bull trend line, went back up to test the high, and now I'm looking for a move down after that, okay? So that's a fair signal for me to enter because my setup prohibits me from entering against a strong trend. If you want a really easy way to lose money, you want an easy way to lose money? Yeah, that's something everybody wants. You want an easy way to almost guarantee to lose money? Try fading a strong trend or try shorting, like in this case, try shorting a strong bull trend. Very bad idea. Beginners do it all the time. I did it a lot in the beginning. Okay, so you have to know when to enter and when it's safe to enter. This was a strong bull trend, but once you got a break of that trend line, okay, you got the higher low double bottom going up there, and then we broke that trend line, and then we went back up to test that high, and now we're reversing down. Now it's safe to enter short as long as you get a signal. And I was a little nervous on this one because the signal wasn't exactly there, right? Like it's better if we got a decent bear close here and then I entered, but I was following the chart so closely today and I just felt confident. So I took the trade, even though it wasn't the most perfect entry. And I'm just being patient for this thing to get filled. Just being so patient for this thing to get filled, right? It's flirting with my profit target and I keep getting tempted to exit manually or move my profit target, but I just don't. The phrase of the day today was show constraint. That's what I talked to everyone about on my live stream today. And if you want to check out the live streams, come check them out. I trade live starting at 7 a.m. Pacific. So I just decided to wait and trust my process because my process is go for the ATR. And like I said, look at the bottom left of your screen. It says ATR. You got to look kind of closely, but it says ATR 2.6. ATR is about 3, right? So again, I'm tempted, but there you go. You get filled right away. Okay. So that's very satisfying when you stick to your process and it works. Awesome. End of trade.